Welcome to the Podnas with Phace, Pat, and Tiz.
Back to the kid shit. So I can be understanding you older. You may not want to communicate as much. Cool. I understand you may live with your mother. Whatever. I'm not gonna go into that. Whatever, however your mother acts, that's how she acts. But however you act towards me, that's totally different because I'm not no deadbeat ass dad for the 14 years of your life. I motherfucking been there. Regardless of high hell or whatever. When I was homeless, I was motherfucking there. When I had money, I was there. Shit. You feel me? Like for 14 years, you've had everything you motherfucking wanted. Might have had it when you motherfucking wanted right then, but your ass got it. You feel me?
Right.
I learned it from my parents. You feel me? Like you get shit when you deserve it. I don't believe in getting kids shit just because they say they want it. Deserve that shit, earn that shit, and appreciate that shit. That's me because I believe like too many motherfuckers out here, young motherfuckers don't appreciate what they got. So a lot of behavior stem from that. You feel me? And as you get older, your non-appreciation and entitlement grows. I believe in stomping that shit out, but in a certain way.
Right.
Now, with mine, my oldest, you feel me? Like I said, we don't talk. We have not talked. Like we may talk. She may call me back. I'll text her like three, 4 times a week.
Which is already
And
weird because y'all used to have like such a tight relationship for most of her life. So it's like it's like kind of weird.
you get it. That's the shit that gets me.
I
That's the
feel
shit
like
that be
even at the
fucking
beginning,
me up.
even like during the pandemic, like y'all said, her tight. I remember she coming to visit you and you like on one of the Zooms before we started the podcast, like she was at your crib and like everything was gravy. She was acting like normal.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's just weird. All right.
But let me get into it. You feel me? So as time go on, like dealing with this bullshit, dealing with the check shit, the money shit. You feel me? I can't do with so much shit. You feel me? Some shit comes late. So whatever I can't give your mother on time, to me, it seems like you're taking that personal. I don't know what's being said to you. I know the conversations and the arguments me and your mother may have, but is that being relayed to you? Because your mother always tell or used to tell me, well, she goes through my phone, she knows all our conversations. You can prevent that. You shouldn't have her
Young lady
doing adult shit.
later
She
than
should be privy to adult conversations. You feel me? Like my kids here don't know what the fuck me and baby mama talk about unless we talking in front of them.
right.
If I'm on the phone, get your ass. You need to be in my mouth. If I'm having a conversation, get your ass in your room. You feel me? Like adults are speaking. I was raised children to be seen and not heard. You feel me? Like if it's an emergency, come interrupt me. But if it ain't, mind your manners.
Yep.
That's it. But that ain't the same thing on the other end. You feel me? Not my wife end, but my oldest. You feel me? With my oldest. So that leads to complications and problems. It gets and then when the lack of talking, the lack of response comes, my personality comes out. That face shit comes out because then I'm a petty motherfucker. You feel me? But I be trying not to be petty with my own goddamn kids. But you ain't gonna make me feel. I don't give a fuck who it is. You ain't gonna make me feel like I ain't shit and I ain't worth your communication. You feel me? When I'm reaching out and just telling you, I love you, we miss you. I just want you to come down here, come spend some time. To get no reply. As a father who has been there and does everything he can in his possibilities, I don't give a fuck what it is. I have to drive when I go get my child. It's a 6-hour journey.
Yeah.
3 there, 3 back. 3 there, 3 back. 3 there, 3 back. You feel me? Now, if I stop at my mother's house, that's an extra hour because, of course, they want to spend a little time before I get back on the road. 7-hour journey. I've communicated on the other end. Can you at least meet me halfway? Nah, there's always some bullshit. Whatever. But if I want to see mine, I make that journey. So I've always made that journey. When they moved to Texas on some random humbug shit and took my child the states away, I couldn't see you because I'm not gonna make that trip and I can't be made halfway.
Right.
You won't gonna put no money to that ticket. You won't gonna assist with hurt nothing. That was all me. No, I couldn't do that. I wasn't in the financial state to do it. Not saying I didn't want to. If I had this bread like that shit, I don't give a fuck where she at. I'm gonna go see it and bring her back with me. But at that time, I didn't have the financial standing to do that shit. But I still tried my best to communicate and do whatever I can. You feel me? Now you back in VA. Shit was still okay. Shit getting kind of build that bond back. Whatever your mother's saying to you, I don't know. It ain't my place to know because once again, I have a different understanding when it comes to having a bond with your mother because I'm a single child. I'm raised by a single mother. I'm a mother's only child. You feel me? So I understand how
Same here.
what it is to be close with your mother and have that close bond. You feel me? And I don't know what it is to have a father, but as a father who is trying his fucking damnedest just to be in your fucking life, give me something. You feel me? You call me because I keep telling your mother, well, she ain't fucking calling, yo. And if she wants something, what the fuck? Only time I hear from her is a week or so before the time I know you gonna want something. Nah, I'm not gonna pick up the fucking phone then, because you ain't gonna use me. For who it is, child or adult, you will not use me or make me feel that I am used. I'm your father. Communicate with me. Send me a text. I love you, Dad. You ain't got to say shit else. Just to know you acknowledge my existence and my love for you. Then I gave your grandmother's number. Gave her grandmother's number. Just call your grandmama. Text your grandmama. You don't call and talk to her at all. You feel me? Y'all change y'all numbers like people change their drawers, so she don't have y'all number. So she can't call and check on you. But now you have hers. Your grandmother's getting older. You may want to call and check on them. Did you do that? Nah. To a certain understanding. Once again, I try to be understanding to everybody in every situation because everybody's different. They handle shit different. You're raised different. The stuff you go through in life makes you who you are at every stage in life you are in. Cool. Understanding. But once again, a child is still a child. Let a child have a certain amount of growth, room to grow, but still have some control over that environment and what's going on and the behaviors in that environment to a certain point. You feel me? To a certain point. I believe that with all my children, the 5, the 8, the 14. I'm gonna control whatever until a certain point, and I'm gonna let you have that room to do what you need to do so you can grow and have your own personality still with them grounded foundations in you from me and your mother. I don't think nothing wrong with that. But communication is key in any relationship, marriage, friendship, parent, child. Communication is key, and I continue to try to improve on my communication. Send text out. I send paragraph text to text. I know you get them. And you're a teenager, so I know your phone is always with her. You feel me? Like, I know you got the phone with you on all the time. And that should be stressing me out and it be making me think that I'm doing something wrong, if I've done something wrong. You feel me? So I be wondering, like, what the fuck am I doing? You feel me? Like, I don't have no reference point to be like, all right, my dad did this fucked up shit. Because my motherfucker wasn't my life. My dad died when I was 8. And before then, he wasn't really in my life. I knew my dad, I talked to my dad once in the blue moon because he didn't communicate. You feel me? It is what it is. My biggest thing is with my kids, I don't want nothing in my life to replicate on their lives. I don't want no bad relationships that I've had to be the same bad relationships that you had. You feel me? And when I be seeing shit, and like I really believe in like my gift from God is that gift of foresight. I can see shit before it happened and try to divert the path. You feel me? So that's when I see shit coming, all right, let's move this way. Or I see shit coming, let's act this way, or let's do this. But it's painful when I see it happening, and regardless of what I do, the shit still happens, or the shit is still happening. I try my best to try to build my bond, perfect my bond with all my kids, because at the end of the day, I want my kids to know they love, regardless of what situation. I don't give a fuck if I die tomorrow. I want my kids to always know 20 years down the road, my dad loved me. I remember when my dad did this, and my dad did this. I remember my dad used to come out and rub my back every night. I remember my dad, it's little subtle shit. You feel me? I do this to let my kids know I'm here. I fucking love you.
I definitely feel you there.
You feel me? It's a little subtle shit. You feel me? I ain't got to do nothing big. I'm not that parent's gonna just buy you everything in the world and try to show you I love you with my fucking money. That shit is
know that you was there, man.
Because I know in my experience with kids, I can buy you the big. I can go out and spend $1,000 on something. you'll go play with and appreciate the shit that you got for $1 way more than this $1,000 shit.
Yeah.
I know this. I know this. I went through 2 and 3 laptops. Went through gold chains for a child. Went through the hottest and best electronic shit that's come out for the past years. Kids have gotten and don't even give a fuck.
That's some real shit there.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I've always been on a stance of fuck buying a kid everything, teach a kid everything. You feel me? That's the shit, because I can't remember. I tell you now, as a grown ass man, I can't name no favorite toy my mother bought me and shit. But I can tell you one thing I still have from a child that was the most sentimental shit. It was a motherfucking stuffed animal. I'm a 39-year grown ass man. Yeah, I don't have it. It's still at my mother's house. But all my kids, that's their shit now. You feel me? That shit, that shit is. I'm 39. That shit is 42 years old because it came out in 1980. You feel me? It's the Wrinkles doll. You ain't know about it? Go Google that shit. The Wrinkles doll. All my kids have had that same motherfucking shit. It's in my mother's house now. That shit means something to me. You feel me? And it means even more because it's went through all my kids. I don't want to keep that shit, so I'm going through all their kids too. That type of shit. That's what I remember. Not no expensive ass shit. That shit probably ain't cost nothing back then. You feel me?
Yeah.
But nothing my parents spent buku money on do I fucking remember.
I remember the stuff my mom spent money on, but I definitely more remember like the little simple shit, like the certain times we would walk certain places, or like
exactly
experiences we had more than like a thing or something like that. Like even
that's what I try to do with mine. That's what I want with mine. That's what I've tried to do and establish with mine.
Like the time we spent once we got there together, or the ride there, or something like that. That was like that's the part that stands out, not necessarily anything she spent the money on. Like we could have been going to a trash heap somewhere, but the ride there was so cool. Like, oh man, that was dope. Somebody cared enough about me to spend time with me like that, or like I really enjoyed that moment.
You feel me?
No,
and
that's real.
And it's those and those experiences are not only for the kid, it's for the parent too. On some real shit. You feel me? Like as parents, when we get older, all you have is your memories while you can retain them. People take pictures every day now. For all them pictures, it's very few people that print their motherfucking pictures out and still have photo albums. Everything is online. Everything is digital. Those motherfucking photo albums that your grandparents have, those is motherfucking great ass memories.
That shit's a gold.
You feel me? Those are gold. Nowadays, we don't have that. So I try to have those type of memories with my kids, so you can always remember that. Every kid, every child I have, we've all gone to walk the same route over by the Appomattox River. You feel me? Like we've all take that path. We all walk that path. We all do it together. From the oldest to the youngest. We've done it individually and we do it as a group. Every time we take pictures there, every time we do the same exact shit, because I want them to know, yeah, this was daddy's spot. He used to always take us here, have some memories, you remember? I know a lot of fathers don't fucking do that no more, or don't do that, period. That shit fucking matters. That shit motherfucking matters. I don't give a fuck about buying shit. When I got the money, I got it. When I don't, I fucking don't. But I'm still gonna try to be the best fucking father I can. That's just that. But on the other side is where you get the feeling that makes you feel a certain type of low fucking way. Fuck that shit. Just like I be telling motherfuckers, don't let what other people think dictate how you feel. I fall into that same fucking trap. But it ain't the feelings of another adult. It's the perpetuated feelings or alleged feelings of my own child that I be feeling some type of way on. Motherfuckers here this can feel any type of way. They would say whatever the fuck they want. I don't give a fuck. I'm real. I'm gonna say the shit the motherfuckers be thinking in their goddamn head, be trying to push off. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I've said it many times. I don't give a fuck about that shit. But I do give a fuck about that shit. I do give a fuck what my kids think about me. I do. None of these adults, I give a fuck. That's what no adults think about me. Fuck all y'all. Give a fuck. But my own, The 23 chromosomes I've given away to each one of mine, I care about that shit. I do. And any real parent that say they don't ain't no real fucking parent.
fact.
You ain't. Sorry, I'll say it even properly.
Possible
You
to
aren't.
if
You aren't a proper parent if you don't give a fuck about what your kids think about you. If your kid is mad at you, cool. Every kid gets mad. That, oh well, whatever. But when it comes to the point where you feel disdain, that's a total different level. No good parent should feel that shit.
I ain't really worried about emotional past, but how you feel about me is
That's different.
that's not an emotion. That's an actual state of being.
Mm-hmm.
That's a disconnect in our relationship. I can't have that.
They had that. And then when you doing everything you can to build that bridge, but it won't connect on the other side, that's the shit that really like it hits different.
Mm-hmm.
But when you got other kids still attain to and still trying to do the same shit with them, you try to push on, but you can't forget about the other kid either. You feel me? So I live in a constant conundrum of the little ones thinking they don't see the big one because daddy don't want to be here. And I gotta keep explaining, no, that's not it. I want her to be here more than you do. I miss her more than you do. I've known her longer than you have. And I hate to tell you, but I love her more than you do. It ain't that I don't want her here. It's that she don't want to come here. But I can't say that part to them because that's crushing to a sibling who wants nothing to do but adore the other sibling. But once again, I have to be somewhat understanding. Just as trying to be a level-headed and grounded individual, I have to give my oldest some type of understanding because once again, you're going through this new puberty thing, new emotions, new things. So all I can do is pray about it, continue to try to do the good things I'm doing, and continue to move forward because I can't allow that to inhibit me and make me into the individual who I don't want to be. And when I see that happening, that's what causes me to have more anxiety and shit because I know I'm allowing myself to change based on some shit outside of me that's outside of my true control. You feel me? At a certain point, as a parent, we got to understand a lot of shit we got to control over. A lot of shit we got control over. But it's a whole bunch of shit we have no control over. And once that shit is allowed at a certain point to get to a certain point, it's hard to get any control or any bond or anything back. It takes a long ass time. Now talking to my peoples, the older peoples, in time things will change. When she gets older, when she gets grown, cool. I understand that. She'll see shit on her own, in her own understanding. Cool. But still though.
Yeah, right now,
What if
that don't
what
help.
if God's like my thing is I live in reality, you feel me? And I live in the grounded fact that no man knows the day or time. I may not be here when you reach that understanding and point. You feel me? I want to be here when you reach the understanding and point so I can be privy to your love again. Because that shit fucking matters. So I find myself now.
She don't love you, or do you think that it's more like she's going through something like because she don't know how to process it, she does like a lot of us do, and like it's like, well, I'll push away the thing that's uncomfortable just because it's uncomfortable. Like,
Nigga, I don't know. Because once again,
hard to tell
my household functions differently. You feel me? I can see my oldest in my house, my middle baby. I can see her going through that at her certain points. You feel me? So I recognize that then. But to my oldest, who I'm not around, and I barely talk to, and I know the parenting style on the other end, it's hard to dictate and tell because I know how you used to sound, and I know how you sound now, and I know me and how I be sounding and how I can sound and how I used to sound to people who I didn't even want to really talk to. I was just doing it just to do it because I know someone just told me to do it.
Right.
I understand. I know it. You feel me? Like, and my kids are my kids. You feel me? Like it's parts of me and every one of my children. There's a lot of mannerisms I have, a lot of ways I have that's unbeknownst to them, but they do it too. And it was nothing taught, it's just inherent in them. And I just be like, damn, cool. I can't really get mad at you because you got it honest.
Right.
And that's an old ass saying, but they get it honest. I see each parent, me and my oldest mother, I see her mother in her more and more as she gets older, and that's maybe because you with her around her more and more now. You feel me? Once you hit your
Yeah.
puberty stage, start going through your womanhood stuff, you want to stick around mama more. Got to be understanding as a man about that, and as a father, got to be understanding about that because if my father was around, and I hit my puberty stage, I would want to be around my father more. So for my girls, I understand that shit. Cool. It don't hurt me because I understand womanhood, woman, you learning and growing. Cool. I can't teach you certain shit by being a woman, but I'm a father trying to be in his children's life. What every person says is a good thing to have in your life. Balance both parents. Balance both parents. Every woman who didn't have a father growing up has don't I be hate to be the one to say it, but most women who didn't grow up with their father have some issue with men, some
Mm-hmm.
underlying issue with men. You feel me? Like it could be a dad issue or whatever. It's some underlying issue with men or self-esteem or something. I hate to be the one to say it, say what you want, comment what you want. I'm sorry, but in my life, what I've experienced dealing with women I've dealt with in my past who didn't have a father in life, there's some issues there. And it stems from not having a fucking father.
Right.
Sure, it's other traumas there, but that was a big ass trauma. I want to avoid that with my goddamn kids because I want to be in their fucking life.
Right.
But I be feeling like I be made to feel like I'm not trying to fucking do that. When I know, and my God's honest truth, motherfucker, I'm trying to do that. I ain't trying to buy you everything in the motherfucker world. Be mad all the world wants you. I don't give a fuck. Some shit you don't need. That's what I believe. On the other end, they'll tell you whatever you want to hear. Give you whatever you want. So when you a certain age, when you 11, you got a cell phone. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, I won't get you that till you turn teenager because you lose. You can't keep up with your glasses. Fuck, I'm gonna get you a cell phone. Fuck, come on, my pocket with $100 for an electronic device, and you can't keep up with things that you need to see.
Yeah.
Don't make no sense to me.
But how you gonna
I
die?
think about
How
shit
you
like
gonna keep the app? You can't see
you
it.
feel me? I grew up. I ain't grow up. How I'm gonna rephrase that. We all grew up a certain way. I never grew up having every fucking thing, but I want the brokest motherfucker either. So I learned how to appreciate shit, get shit at certain times when it was time for me to get them. You feel me? If it wasn't time for me to get it and I didn't exhibit the responsibility and skills that my mother thought I should be doing to receive any motherfucking thing, I ain't get it. When I got to the point certain age and I kept one stuff and my skill, my responsibility level and skills won't show in that, I was told, get yourself a fucking job. You get your own
Mm.
money, do what the fuck you want to do with it. And I was at
That's what they
14
told
years
me.
old. So what I did, motherfucker, my brother could tell you, I got a goddamn job and motherfucker been working since. So those qualities that I wasn't showing, I was made to show because I got a goddamn job and I had to learn them early.
No, that's real.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot there. I think that the main thing though, offline, I got some things I want to run past you and see if you open to it. But in general, I would say you're doing a good job. Keep knowing that you're enough. Keep knowing that like it's when you stop caring and when you stop trying and when you stop like making efforts in any endeavor that like that's when the problems really arise. So like the rest of it is like part of the journey that's supposed to happen. Like with parenting, like we're going
Mm-hmm.
to those dips and those phases and those eras and times where like shit is really great with your kid and then shit is like the hell is going on right now, yo? Am I in the twilight zone? But I think that, like in some form or fashion, it may not be that specific form that you're experiencing it, but I think all parents go through it. And I think that's why it's really no guidebook to parenting. It's more like a guidebook to being a good person, and then you parent based off of whatever makes the most sense to you and your child in that situation. You know what I mean? Because parenting is so fluid. Like you literally can go through like 13 different situations in a day, and they all be very different and require very different approaches and very different whatever. So it's like, it's no, well, you got to be like this because, yeah, in this moment that might make sense, but like tomorrow for that situation, I might have to be a different way. So I think it's just like, as long as you're making those efforts and you're trying to like come from a place of love and not, you know what I'm saying, anything else, I think that's the key. So you're doing a good job just trying there, and like in general on everything that we talked about so far, I think the key is just that same energy is like you would tell somebody else, like just keep pushing. Like it's
Gotta keep pushing.
it's when you stand still that the shit passes you. Like as long as
Yeah.
you're in the race, as long as you're making the strides, then you're constantly progressing. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's like a millimeter at a time, like you're not standing still. So like it means that whatever's happening right now ain't gonna keep happening because you're gonna move past it. But if you stand still, then you're just gonna keep on experiencing that same thing, and it's gonna keep building and building and building and building. So I think like you got the right attitude of just like that. I was at a hair's pace, now I might be at a snail's pace, but I'm still like plugging along. I'm not like at no standstill or like, oh well, me throw in the towel here. No, like fuck that. On all these endeavors, I'm gonna keep on like pushing forward. And I think that's really all you can do in a lot of situations in life, man. Like, yeah. Um, yeah. I'm gonna do the intro here, but
Hold on.
to be honest, like we probably, I don't know, this might be one of them pods where it's more like a
Hold
pod.
on for you intro. Hold on for you intro.
Yeah.
I just want to say before we intro, I share personal stories, not for empathy, not for sympathy. Fuck all that shit. I share my personal story because I know there's other motherfuckers out there that's experiencing the same shit I experienced. But don't think nobody's experiencing this shit. So a lot of motherfuckers think they're the only motherfucker in the world having shit happen to them.
Don't you have to explain yourself? Because please believe, like this was not part of the podcast. This was, we were already talking and like just talking as brothers, but I could just feel like I felt like it was resonating with me. So I just felt like it was some of them things that like might hit with somebody else and might at least edify them to make them know that they ain't crazy, or like, hey man, I can understand, or somebody else is there with me. So that's why this pod has kind of turned this way. But what's up, guys? Welcome to the Podnas.